Hello everyone, welcome sa ating YouTube channel, and today we're gonna be making another experiment using this Graptopetalomendozae succulent. Let's see if it can grow healthily pag nakatanim nga siya sa ating sphagnum moss. So, I will be having two pots here. Yung pinakauna will contain itong ating organic alnos compost. So, I'm pretty sure na talagang mabilis ang growth nung ating cuttings na ilalagay dito. And at the same time, yung isang pot naman natin, gagamitan natin siya nitong ating sphagnum moss. So, based doon sa mga nabasa ko, yung ganitong klaseng moss kasi would not really affect yung overall health ng ating mga succulents. So, ibig sabihin, we can just simply plant yung ating succulents or cuttings here directly. So, syempre, this is an experiment and I wanted to know if totoo nga ba yung claim na yon na nabasa natin sa internet. Kasi, syempre, this one is just a moss and I'm not sure if saan manggagaling yung parang nutrients na kailangan ng ating mga succulents for them to grow healthier and bigger. Ayan. So, ito na yung isang pot natin. It's very lightweight. Parang walang naidagdag na weight dito sa ating pot. Now na ready na nga yung ating pagtataniman, let's make some cuttings muna nitong ating Graptopetalomendozae. So, I chose this succulent kasi nga talagang they are fast growers and so we can easily see or keep track nung kanilang progress agad-agad. So, after taking itong ating mga cuttings na ito, we won't be air drying them anymore. So, literally, diretso na natin silang ipapat sa ating alnos and sa ating sphagnum moss. We are finally done planting itong ating mga Mendozae cuttings. And as you can see, yung tinanim natin dito sa ating sphagnum moss are actually bigger as compared doon sa ating mga nasa alnos compost. Kasi for sure, mabilis na laki itong mga nasa alnos compost. Pero itong mga nasa moss natin, I'm not so sure if it will grow as fast as nung nandun sa ating alnos compost or it would even grow faster. I don't know exactly yung sagot sa ngayon but I will be giving an update from time to time. So, ilalagay na lang muna natin sila sa isang bright shaded area while waiting for them to root. Ayan. So, anyway, nung pinaka-last na video natin, gumawa nga tayo ng ating succulent kokedama. But yung kokedama na ginawa natin, may soil siya sa pinaka-loob. And today, I will be using itong succulent na ito na hindi natin siya lalagyan ng soil sa pinakaloob. So, literally, pabalutin lang natin siya nung ating moss. I also have this Ionium kiwi na matagal na silang naka-air dry. Ayan, may mga new roots na nga siya. And so, I think today is the perfect time for us nga to plant them. Pero, in a kokedama way or yung parang moss ball na ganyan. So, medyo mahirap siya as compared nung may soil sa pinakaloob kasi literally parang hangin lang yung fino-form natin kasi nga wala siyang soil sa pinakaloob and itatali rin natin siya just to secure it well. After tying it with a yarn to secure na yung ating moss, i-try natin siyang patayuin pero wala guys. O makikita ninyo talagang mas mabigat yung ating succulent as compared na dito sa ating moss kasi napaka lightweight niya talaga. And so, I think kailangan natin siyang ilagay sa isang container. So, itong mini pot na lang muna yung paglalagyan natin sa kanya. So, in the end, hindi siya naging kokidama. Parang moss na nakalagay sa ating pot yung kinalabasan. But still, I will be giving an update from time to time. Iko-compare natin yung kokidama na may soil versus this one na pure moss lang siya. So, yun lang muna yung pinaka-update natin for today. And if you have any suggestions ng ating mga succulent experiments, just simply comment it down below. And since madami naman tayong spare succulents here, we can always make that experiment na sinuggest ninyo. So, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You may also visit our Facebook page at Desert Succulent PH.